So for some of you all, man, I've just been it's been real. It's been real lately, and shout out to all the readers and high priestesses in the collective that have been putting out these hardcore messages and truths right now for people to be able to release and move forward. But long story short, a sociopath's plight, lies, and this came up a little bit in the spiritual warfare. Lies are a form of spiritual warfare, gossip, all of that, right? Because that's the same way that you can speak life with the tongue, you can also speak death. So a lot of individuals try to speak death over your personality, over your character using lies. A lot of people were doing this shit behind the scenes. They would never, ever say it in your face. Ever. Because they're cowards and they know it's a lie. So why the fuck would I lie to you in your face when me and you both know it's a lie? Then I just look crazy. And what's worse, looking jealous or crazy, right? This shit, a lot of the lies that these karmics have been telling on you, it's because they're jealous. Even your own family, your exes, former friends, coworkers, it was because they're jealous. You guys have to also understand a lot of people are mentally ill. The devil uses people when their mind is not right. And I'm seeing this because I'm gonna tell you something with this sociopath's plight, and maybe you guys can relate. I saw it firsthand when I was growing up because one of my parents, she's very like psychologically there's something wrong with her, and I would literally sit there and watch her fucking like create lies. And then when you would repeat her lie back to her, she'd be like, what? She'll like squint her eyes and be like, what are you talking about? What are you saying? So I would literally see like the demon entity working through her when she will start like her tantrum or lying for whatever fucking reason. And that's why for me, you don't see me lying on people's names, creating shit, starting shit. I don't do that because it will first of all, it will backfire onto you, and then you can end up in a situation where you have to be in front of people and like tell the truth. You see what I'm saying? So with the sociopath's plight, a lot of people lied on you. They put your name in all kinds of like crazy, egregious things for pity or for attention. And they got their five minutes of attention or 15 minutes of fame, but now they're dealing with years or a lifetime of guilt or karma for playing with your name. And some lies you should just not put people's name in. One thing too is no one asked you. Did you ask me before you put my name in a lie like that? No. Did you ask me before you literally put my spirit in your ritual? You didn't. So a lot of these karmics now have been using your name to lie and basically running rituals with your name, basically the Ten of Swords, Gemini energy, because the Ten of Swords is creating harsh, painful endings with Mercury, the misuse and the communication of the third house, communication, your mouth, speech, right? So now because these karmics have created Ten of Swords situations with their mouth, they're trying to backtrack and clean up or create more lies, to create even bigger lies or create exposés or whatever the fuck to clear up from the first lie that they told that backfired in their face, or it's causing them to have mental illness, or they're getting karma for it. Now, let me tell you something. If you're up at night every day, or you can't sit still in your mind, or you're depressed and shit like that, and you know that you lied on somebody or you exaggerated the story, it's because you fucking lied. That's why. Some of these karmics, because the lies are backfiring onto them right now, I'm getting a message. This is for somebody. Because these karmics use their name and all kinds of fuckery and bullshit, it's backfiring on them. That's the Most High dealing with them. That's the illusion that they try to create with your name, the spell that they try to cast with your name, backfiring. You don't have to do anything. It's going to clear. It'll resolve itself. The person that lied on you, they're gonna have to look fucking stupid and goofy in front of everybody that they told the lie to, because they were doing it for attention. Some of your karmics, you guys don't even know that they go and get on drugs and shit like that. They drop acid or whatever the fuck, and they create shit out of their mind. You guys know that. I can't remember this writer, her name. I'm gonna try to find the book. And she said that she did like a hypnotherapy, and when she did the hypnotherapist told her that she was abused by like one of her family members. And then she said that after going to several different hypnotherapists, she found out that that wasn't the case after destroying her family, though. You see what I'm talking about? Or that she was also doing psychedelics or some shit like that, and she told a story, whatever the fuck. It's like things like that too. Make sure that when you come out with shit and that you're gonna fucking lie on somebody or exaggerate something, be ready for the backlash that that's going to create. Especially when the person's spirit is like rejects the lie, because you guys have to realize too, your spirit will reject the lie that people tell about you. That's why a lot of karmics are in trouble right now, because your spirit rejected the lie. Your spirit rejected the story. It rejected the illusion. So now the karmic is sitting in the pot that they created. They're having mental illness. They're having all kinds of mental problems. And they think that it's you doing something. Or how do they find out about the lie? They must be doing something because of the lie. Or they think somebody's attacking them or some shit like that. No, you're getting bad luck because you're a liar. You're getting bad luck because you're basically being the magician in the reverse. Remember, the magician is Mercury, Gemini energy. And we talked about this. The devil is a liar. And you guys know I'm not an uber Christian or anything like that. This is just pure fucking science. You use somebody's name to lie, be prepared. Be prepared. Why do you feel some type of way? No one's doing any fucking magic on you. That's karma. You're getting reversals. Or the universe is all the shit that you put on somebody's name. The universe scraped it all up into a fucking pot and you have to eat it now. Eat that shit like fucking bitter medicine. Next time you won't go ahead and lie on people for attention, for clout, for whatever fucking reason. Some of these karmics are getting wrapped up in cases because of lies. They're losing everything. They've lost their mental health. Their mind is deteriorated because the shit backfired onto them and ate them alive. They formed an egregor with their mouth. Now you have to deal with the demon that you created. Birth something with your mouth. It's eating you. That's not magic. No one's attacking you. That's karma. And they're sitting there trying to force themselves into victim mode or force themselves to try to keep up the lie, and it's not keeping up. They're having to route hella energy and resources energetically into keeping it up, and it's not being kept up because it's a lie. You're trying to make an illusion have life with someone else's energy, and it's not working. The Most High is literally blocking these people out from using your name. Your name is poison in the mouth of your enemies. Your name in the mouth of your enemies is a blade that slits their own throat. The blade slit their throat. You're bleeding. You're dying. That's what's happening. It's reversing. Why the fuck would you not think that something, whatever the fuck these karmics were lying about on your name, why the fuck did you not think that was going to bring you hell and hot water? It was a lie. Especially lies involving children, lies involving sex, lies involving some type of abuse, lies involving maybe using other people or whatever the fuck. Why the fuck did you not think that was gonna backfire onto you? Some of these cards really thought that they were gonna lie on you, change how people perceive you, and they were gonna tiptoe away, only to run smack dab into a tower. Deal with that shit now, because if it wasn't a lie, you wouldn't be in the situation that you're in now. Some of these karmics were lying to people, telling them this and this and that, and these people were acting on that lie. Playing Captain Save-A-Ho or whatever the fuck. I call it the savior that can't save themselves, but they want to save a narcopath, or they want to save a sociopath, or they want to save a pathological liar, but you can't save yourself. So you went to go dive into the ocean to go save this person, or to go get justice by attacking somebody else or spreading the lie, and then it backfired. Now there's hella people that don't even know this. There's hella people caught up with your karmic for lying. Yeah. People are ghosting them. They're not even telling the people that they went to go lie to, oh, that there was a lie. Or no, that it got exposed. They don't want to, they're not going to do that. No, because they're too embarrassed for what they let fall out of their mouth. But they wanted to jump on a bandwagon though. Why? Open your mouth and say something. Why not? You love talking. So now it's quiet that the truth has come out. Because remember, the truth speaks for itself. The proof is in the pudding. Some of these karmics, they project onto you who they are to get a, because you guys have to realize there's people who are really fucking broken. I can't understand it because my mind doesn't go that far. I'm not broken like that. So shit, if you live your life like you're swallowing shattered glass, that's you enjoy that shit. I like other things. I like oatmeal, I like smoothies, I like other things that do the body good. You like to eat shattered glass. You do that. Some of these karmics thought that Well, I don't feel good about my life and the things that I've done or how I feel. So I'm gonna project it onto this person and make it seem like it's them because I can't come to terms with what I've done or the shit that I get involved in. Only to find themselves in a situation where they're back at square one. So not only do they have to answer for what they try to put on your energy, they have to answer for what they originally were doing in the first place. It's super fucking simple. You're a liar, and you're getting karma for being a liar. Because misuse and abuse of magician energy, this Gemini, Virgo energy, Mercury, communication, right? The mental powers, all of that, is lack of use of your mind, severe mental illness. And it was so funny, and I can tell you guys that in this is how the Most High is really, really working, man. Like I said, I've never been hella religious or anything like that, but I always knew that there was a God because there had to be. From what I dealt with as a child, I was like, there had to be a God. Had to be. And there was one time where I'm gonna tell you a story. I put an ice cube in the microwave because I just wanted to see it was gonna melt, and I don't know what happened, but I guess the microwave went for too long. And you guys know, like, they have the little plate in the microwave. It was hot, and the minute I put it in the dish in the sink so it can cool down. I don't know why I put the ice cube in the microwave. I was just playing Bill Nye. I think I was like 9 or 10. So I put the plate in the sink, and immediately that the cold water touched the plate, it shattered. And I didn't want to get my ass whooped. And I was on my way to children's church where I went to Glad Tidings in Hayward, so it was like a Kojic church. So I was like, God, please, 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 I don't want to get an ass whooping. I don't want to get an ass whooping. And I was praying to God. I was like, I don't want to get my ass whooped. I don't want to get my ass whooped. And I didn't get my ass whooped. And I was like, God is real. God is hell. I know that's a bad example, but that's like the first time that like the Most High like showed themselves. And also too, like when I've had situations like being kicked out when I was homeless, different things like that, and I was able to make it, that's why I knew God was real. And this situation that I went through always just kind of showing me that the Most High was real, like being saved from crazy situations and people, all kinds of stuff. The situation with the plate, that's your karmics right now. They formed hot shit. They're that plate. They formed hot shit with their mouth, and the water's about to hit. And that water's gonna test them, and they're gonna shatter. One drop of water is gonna shatter these karmics. The water's the truth. And they're gonna have to come out and they're gonna have to tell the truth. I told you guys a while ago I had a dream. And in the dream state, there was a karmic saying that I was used by the devil to tell lies and shit like that. This is just the fucking beginning for a lot of karmics. You guys have to also understand a lot of these karmics, when they play with witchcraft, it creates a mental illness in their mind. So they don't really comprehend the fullness of what they're doing when they're lying. Look at what happened with the Stephanie Smith, angelic guidance. Look how she lied and got a whole bunch of shit fucking started. Now they're under FBI investigation. Her YouTube talking about I want to be left alone because they're on her fucking head. But you lied though. You see what I'm talking about? A lot of your karmics, and this is not about them. Fuck all that. That shit's been done. But a lot of your karmics are about to go under severe judgment for their lie. And this is how they're going to learn to stop lying. Remember, the North Node is in Gemini. 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, right? It's teaching people are creating lifelong experiences for themselves. They're learning lifelong lessons. Because the North Node is all about lifelong lessons, right? So collectively, we are all learning lifelong lessons about the misuse and abuse of the communication, the word, social media, etc. Individuals playing with magic, that's been really big, especially over quarantine and shit like that. That's a lot of the spiritual warfare was happening. People are learning right now. There's a consequence to this. No, you just can't sit up there and lie and push it on people's names and think that that's going to be okay and you just walk away. I want to give another example. I went on social media the other day because you guys, I told you that one of my family members, she had passed away recently. And I just, something had told me to just go online and look on her Facebook page. And I seen that they had done like the funeral and everything like that. And I saw a few of my family members, and one of them, you could see that she's completely lost her mind. You can see that she's completely lost her mind. But this same family member, they were part of the gang stalking. Matter of fact, it was their mouth that amplified the gang stalking, that they thought it was okay, that they were getting justice for a narcopath and a liar. And it's somebody who has schizophrenia that she refuses to take medication for and shit like that. And you can literally see the energy, the devil energy eating at their mind. That shit is no joke. Don't play with that. Don't play with people's names. Don't do that shit. Don't be lying. Don't be creating shit. Don't. A lot of these karmics, they wanted to play victim. They wanted to get you before you got them because they knew what they were doing. They knew what they can get exposed for. They knew what they've always been up to. So they jumped the gun and they went to go do A, B, C, and D with your name. Now, a lot of these karmics, because you weren't even doing anything, you didn't even say anything, it's a one-sided narrative because everybody has heard shit from their mouth, but no one heard anything from you at all. Let them lie, you guys, because eventually the lie is going to eat at them. They're speaking curses on their blood. They're speaking curses on their DNA. Like the sibling I told you about, you can literally see the curse manifesting in their mind. You can see it behind their eyes. You can see how they deteriorated because of playing with spell work, playing with lies, all of that shit. They want to write off your coattail. Yeah. Some people, they have no way of manifesting. So they want to manifest off your energy because they know what the perception that people have in their mind of you. Oh, they're a good person. They're a hard worker. They do this, they do that. So they feel like, if I can use their name, then I can just pull that energy towards me. It's 333 people in the chat and 111 likes, man. Come on. Control your life. Oh, yes, they have. And it was 11:55 when you said that. I didn't even know it was 11:55. Damn, these numbers are fucking hitting. Hella hitting with all those numbers. By lying, they're slowly killing themselves. Yes. And with Saturn and Aquarius, Aquarius energy is the Five of Swords, Six of Swords, Seven of Swords. A lot of your karmics, they wanted to lie. Now they're dealing with the Five of Swords, opposition and defeat. Sabotage, self-sabotage, Six of Swords, having to go on the run, out of the frying pan into the fire. They're dealing with the Seven of Swords, getting fucking exposed, psychosis, mental illness. And you guys are like, okay, you keep on saying mental illness. Yes, because a lot of you guys, you don't understand. Let it sink the fuck in. Some of these karmics have really tried to destroy. Yeah, they've destroyed families. They've destroyed businesses. They've destroyed lives. They've destroyed communities with lies. They've caused problems for people. They've tried to belittle people. They've done all kinds of shit. They've used other people's energy to cover up their lies. There's people who are sitting in jail because of some of these karmics right now, because of lies. There's people who are in their grave right now because of these karmics and their lies. Yes. There's people who have been murdered because of these karmics and their lies. We talked about this with some of these ratchet ass tarot readers. It goes beyond that. Because of lies and amping shit up and causing problems and getting people riled up. Yeah. Some of your family members have lied on you, and that's why they've been removed from the bloodline. The ancestors are like, we're not even about to fucking have that. You brought the Ten of Swords DNA damage and curses on yourself. You go deal with it over there. They're in the in-between. They have no home ancestrally. If you are spiritual, there shouldn't be the mention of mental illness. Why? When that's what it is. Entity possession, mental illness. You know, I'm gonna take you out my chat, baby, because it seems like you are one of those spiritual bypass people. Mental illness is real, and we need to stop treating it like it's like, oh, let me give you this, and oh, poor baby, this and da da da. No, people's lives are really literally ruined because people don't want to get the mental health support that they need. And they're operating on a mental illness, doing anything. No, this is going to be also the new side of the mental health movement. People who have mental illness, like getting reprimanded because they need to be. We saw Donald Trump and what he did with his mental illness. and people were reprimanding him and doing all kinds of psychological evaluations. Okay, so why can't it be the same for everyday people who cause problems? They need to talk to somebody and they need help and they need compassion. Okay, but at a certain fucking point, where does that shit end? And now there's consequences. And this is where the Most High is dealing consequences for these karmics. Because they just feel like, oh no, well, it's because I'm mentally ill. That's why I lied. It's okay. I'm bipolar. So I'll just tell people I lied because I'm bipolar and that's okay. No. What the fuck? Of course they can't own up. They're not mature enough to even process what they did, let alone open their mouth and be like, I'm sorry that I lied. I'm sorry that I did that. Ted Bundy was mentally ill. Yeah. So was Jim Jones. That took everyone to Georgetown in Guyana. Or I think it was either Jamestown in Georgetown or Jamestown in Guyana. And this is how the mental health movement is going to get revolutionized. A lot of this shit is not just mental health and no, take a pill and go to a support group. It's real entity possession. You guys saw the karmics that I deal with. I showed you their photos. You see that there's something reptilian in their eyes. You can see the entity within them. It's to be taken seriously, right? Just like if we have mental problems, we take it seriously. We go to therapy. I went to therapy. It was good for me for many years. It was good for me. It helped me. I see what happens to people when they don't go to therapy. I see within my relatives. I just call them relatives because, unfortunately, I came from a similar bloodline, even though they've been removed from the line. But even with my relatives, I see how not wanting to do your work, blaming other people for all your problems, scapegoating other people, playing with witchcraft out of mental illness. Because there's a correlation between people who play with black magic and attack people and mental illness. There's always a correlation. Always. It's a precursor. And I've seen what it's done to people firsthand. It will deteriorate you. And that's what's happening with a lot of your karmics now. There's a chasm between who they think they are and who they actually are. Oh, I'm not just this innocent person that this and this and that. I'm a liar and I'm a narcissist and I'm a sociopath. Yeah, the fuck you are. I'm not just this person who lied and said I was abused and da 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 da. I'm just looking for attention. I'm a clout chaser. I'm an attention whore. Yeah, that's what the fuck you are. Some of these motherfuckers full blown know that they be lying. And then when they get caught, they be trying to like make it seem like it's something other than, oh well, then that's why a lot of these karmics are getting caught up in lies right now. They're getting straight caught the fuck up in a lie. Whole lies that are unraveling their entire lives. Some of you guys don't even know this. Some of you guys are seeing it right before your eyes. Yep. Why you always lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying. You guys saw what I'm going to tell you right now. Like I said, you can speak death with your tongue. With the situation that I went through, there was a few karmics that were telling lies. It was three of them. One of them was a relative. One was some female that I used to be friends with that wanted me to be queer. So she was lying on my name to get back at me because she thought we were in some like weird ass relationship thing that she had in her mind. One person that I had to fire from my organization. It was 3 or maybe 4 pivotal liars involved. And because of their lie, this bullshit kept on going on and they kept on having to kidnap and sacrifice people to keep the magic going, to keep the glamour going. Because had they not lied, the situation wouldn't have got to the point that it got to. You see what I'm saying? Now these karmics, they have blood on their hands for what they did. I've talked about this before, so just to give you guys an example, some of you guys, it's the same thing for you. Some of these karmics, they were going between 2 different men causing beef. Now there's gang wars and people are dying. Some of these karmics were starting a whole bunch of mess with their fake ass spiritual gifts that they steal or whatever the fuck. Now they've started a whole fucking investigations and drama and chaos. Some of these karmics were fucking lying to these masculines, playing with children and pregnancies and stuff like that. Now they got children in the reality that they can't take care of. Some of these karmics, they went to go lie to your masculine, so she can be up under him and get money and get back at you or whatever the fuck. Now these motherfuckers are ruining her life. Now she's ruined her reputation and shit like that. Good. Stop lying. This is what these transits are teaching people. Stop fucking lying. North Node in Gemini, at the same time we're having Saturn in Aquarius. Yeah, this is not a coincidence. And when Pluto goes into Aquarius, child, that's gonna be a holy fucking mess. Because you're gonna see lies that have been like put in place for many, many years be completely dismantled. Some of y'all needed to hear this because a lot of y'all been going through shit because of other people's lies. Some of you guys don't even know the type of lies that people were telling about you, and then people were looking at you crazy or treating you differently. Now these people feel bad because they're like, why didn't you just tell me the truth? If that was the case, I wouldn't have lied. Some of these karmics, they knew that other people were lying, or they knew that they were lying, and people were like, oh yeah, I believe that, I can see that. Then the lie got exposed. So what the fuck were you really seeing? So you're also delusional, hey? When I'm telling you psychosis is real, yo, there's more people who are mentally unstable than people who are actually well. And going through the situation really taught me, Daisy, you okay. You good. You got a little bit of ways to go, but you good. Compared to what these karmics get involved in, you really good. And yes, with the full moon, it's being illuminated right now. People's deception, their mental illness, and their fucking motives. Why the fuck are you lying like that? Why the fuck are you associating people's name like that? Why are you so fucking attention hungry? Do you know what your lies can do to other people's lives? Or do you know what the fuck? And sometimes these karmics, they create psychological trauma for people. They don't even think about that. They don't even care. Just as long as they can get attention. Or get back at you for some false ass vendetta that they created in their fucking mind that's not even real. That's why they're getting karma now, because the means didn't justify the end. The punishment that they were trying to put on you didn't fit the false ass karma that they curated in their mind. I told you how some karmic literally tried to have me killed, murdered, and ritual sacrificed. Like backfired and killed 2 people because I didn't want to be around her. I'm really not sure what type of lies she told the ritualist, but I guess it was enough. But that's why she got caught up. You see? And that's how the Most High will protect you. They're telling the truth. Because if they were doing A, B, C, and D, or if they were the person that you guys said that they were, this person wouldn't be in this position that they were. This wouldn't have went the way that it did. You wouldn't have gotten exposed the way that you got exposed. That's why sometimes the Most High just wants it to build up for your karmics, because by them playing with your name, it's the nail in their coffin. 10 of Swords. Some of these karmics are caught up in straight scandals where people do not even take them fucking seriously. They're not taken seriously at work. People are looking at them sideways. They're getting cut the fuck off. No one wants to be around them. And they don't know why. They're having to revert back to people that they don't even want to be seen with, or people who are blacklisted or whatever, just to be around people. Because they played with your name and now they're outcasted. Because this is how the Most High is separating the wheat from the chaff. Who's going to believe in the lie and who's not? Who's going to see through the illusions and who's not? Follow the illusion if you want to. That's why when these karmics started their bullshit with these lies and shit like that, I just let it go. I said my piece with a few situations, but I let the shit just go. There was so much more. I didn't even mention it because I was like, I'm not even about to address that because you're fucking goofy. And it's clear that there's something, of course, going on with you. But this is what we talked about, that Domo Como energy. It's a Japanese demon that has 2 heads that vampirizes off of other people, but eventually one head eats the other. So these karmics that you're dealing with are Domo Como, but one head is their own and the other head is the entity that is attached to them. So eventually what's going to happen is either the karmic is going to take back their energy and take that back their body and get rid of the demon, and it's only one head, which means having to go through a really extreme process where some of these karmics even commit suicide. They don't make it. A lot of them don't make it. A lot of them, they turn suicidal, or they completely just jump into the church, give their life to Christ, all that stuff. It's either or. There's no in between because what they do is so extreme, they have to. The demon that they've conjured is so extreme, they have to. Or they allow the demon to just take over them. Now the demon is running around. They only have few options, you all. That's why I'm telling you, in this day and age, you're going to actually feel bad for your karmics. When you see what goes on with them, when you see how they deteriorate, you're gonna feel bad for them. Imagine creating a lie about someone you don't even know what their name is and you've only spoken once, yeah. Or you don't even really know this person and you're like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Or you're co-signing, yeah, I remember this and I remember that. Or you're making shit up just to fit in or belong, and then shit getting exposed and you're like, oh well, no. Some of these karmics are even recanting their stories. Nah, don't fucking recant. Keep lying. Don't. Be proud of your fucking lie. Why? Don't recant. Keep lying. Oh, well, you're embarrassed? Oh, you feel stupid? Or you're getting karma? You're losing money? People don't take you seriously? No, 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 no. Because you thought you were gonna win off of somebody's name. You thought you were gonna get pity, attention, whatever the fuck. Keep lying. Why? Why stop now? Go for the gold. It's like a rapist getting mad they get put in jail or a murderer, right? Come on now. Some of these karmics are going to straight prison for the shit that they've been doing. They were trying to basically spiritually extort you with lies. What the fuck? They were trying to extort you spiritually with lies by using your name, using your essence. And the whole thing fell right down on their head. Some of these karmics are going to come to the realization of who they are and why their lives are in shambles, or why they feel so much self-hate and self-loathing. They're going to find out that they're a demon, they're a Nure-Onna, or they're a Domo, they're a demon. There's another one called Adakame, and it's a demon that only lives in filthy ass bathrooms, and it eats off it eats off the walls and licks off the floors and shit like that. That's how it feeds. That's who some of these karmics are. Bottom feeders, bottom of the fucking barrel. That's why they have to lie. Because if people saw the real them and saw that they weren't really about shit and they're not going to be shit, they wouldn't pay them attention. So they have to use your name. Let them keep lying, y'all. Return that shit to sender. Pull back your energy. When you pull your energy out of their lie or out of the whatever illusion, because some people, they like to just create illusions. They don't live in this reality. Remember, they just live in a stream of consciousness. So this lifetime and past lifetimes in their a part of like their demon legacy, there's no separation between the two. They're just doing the same shit that they did in other lifetimes. Smelling like hot dogs and toilet water. Child, don't get me fucking started. Do not get me started on this hot dog, hot diggity dog. Exactly, DF Keisha. That's what I'm saying. Some of these karmics are even getting we talked about these karmics doing putting statements on you and shit like that, lying. They're gonna get caught the fuck up. You do know that that's a crime, right? Like, it's called intention to induce emotional stress, I think. That's what they call it in the law. You should look that shit up. But for some of you guys though, in your spiritual warfare, or if you're dealing with people lying on you and stuff like that, it was purposeful that happened though. Because had they not lied, it wouldn't have been able to show people true colors, right? So let's say somebody lies on you, and then because somebody lied on you, somebody else was like, okay, good, this person did this and this and that, so I can do A, B, C, and D, only to find out that it was a lie. Then they're sitting like, what the fuck? I wouldn't have done that if I would have known the truth. But it happened to expose your true colors, what you really would have wanted to do. You see what I'm saying? So these karmics are profiling themselves. You see what I'm talking about? That's why it had to happen for some of you guys with them. These karmics playing with your name or lying or shit like that. Any bitch that's ever played with my name is either dying, has died, in jail, going to jail, is broke, or going to be broke for the rest of their life. Period. Any karmic, every single last one of them, it does not fail. Think about people that have used their name to lie and shit like that. They're not trustworthy. Or there's some people that they've told so many lies along their whole entire life that every single lie that they told is catching up to them now. That's why you see some of these karmics falling out now. Some of the karmics that you're dealing with, that's what they've been doing. And that's why you're just here to just be a witness, just to bring them karma for all the lies that they've told, all the time they threw people under the bus, used other people's name to get out of shit, didn't tell the truth. That's why this is happening, because you're a fucking liar. You don't tell the truth. So now, big ass lies are coming out as secrets. You see? Because it's no such thing as oh, it's just a little white lie. What the fuck? Hi, Anella. Yeah, I don't fail. Can't do bad and expect good. Daddy Red just emailed me. It doesn't fail. It does not fail. You know, a lot of y'all, we've been on this journey for about the last like 2 years now. People, we talked about this like 2 years ago, the betrayal and people lying on you. We talked about this exact topic 2 years ago. Now look at it's come full circle. A lot of you guys are getting justice. Your name is being cleared. You didn't even have to do anything. You're getting invited to different places. You're getting, one of my subbies in the chat, she's getting invited to be on boards and shit like that with the same people that were gang stalking her. You see what I'm talking about? And that we're fucking smear campaigning her and lying on her. Look how God fucking works. Just pull your energy back. Do your spiritual work, because it's like an attack. And I didn't really think, like, I didn't realize how deep it was going until I started doing the deeper clearing work and pulling back my energy. And it literally felt like I had like swords in my like body when I was clearing out the energy, because they were trying to kill me with gossip. They were trying to kill me with lies. And when I was clearing out that energy, it was like I was getting like pieces of my soul back. Like, wait, what the fuck? That's not like, nah. Some of these karmics in their lives, I can't even take you seriously because you look so goofy. And it's a cry for help. And some of these karmics, they're going to start saying, it was just a cry for help. I just, because of all the things that happened and I just wanted to shut the fuck up and get the fuck up out of here. You knew exactly what the fuck you were doing. You knew exactly what reaction you wanted. That's why you did that. And that's why you're suffering, and you're going to continue to suffer. Some of these karmics, for one lie, it's going to continue to chase them for the rest of their life. It's going to follow them everywhere they go. Oh, that's the bitch that lied. That's the motherfucker that lied. Don't fuck with them. Some of these karmics are going through that now. They're getting blacklisted. Why do you feel some type of way? You wanted to lie. You wanted to play with people's name. Now you're getting it's reverting back. Oh, I just can't lie because I'm jealous. I just can't make shit up and play the victim just because I want attention and pity. Nah. What the fuck? Like I said, did you ask before you use somebody else's energy to lie and to create a fucking illusion? No, you didn't. So the illusion broke. Seven of Cups reversed. The spell broke. The illusion that they were using with your name, it broke. Now it's return to sender. They're going to deal with that shit. Man, I would hate to be in these karmic shoes. I really would. That's what I'm saying. It's better to be on the other side, y'all. I know it doesn't sound, it shouldn't happen at all. But I'm telling you, it's so much better to be on the other side of the bullshit. I'm telling you. Because some of these karmics are about to face for playing with people's names, lying on you. Whew, it's an effect that they are not about to get out of. One of my friends, his baby mama, one of this dude, I'm friends with him on Facebook, really nice guy. His baby mama, her mom's one of the city attorneys for the city of Oakland. And because of her mom's position, they were using her mom's position to lie, took his son away. He didn't even know what state he was in. There was one time that I guess he got to see his son after a while. There was whip marks all over him, and he was like that. The mom's boyfriend treated him badly. And because he went and the lady did not want him to see his son, she wouldn't custody nothing. She ran away to a whole different state, all that shit. He would try to come see his son, all that. She wouldn't let him. And this dude is like, this dude, he's a nice guy. So he got a new wife. They got married, had a baby. Then she started with the whole fucking smear campaign on Facebook and stuff like that. Like, he doesn't want to see his son and da 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 da. He dropped the whole fucking stack of hella evidence, hella shit. hella stuff, and she looks hella goofy. And I feel like there's something happening with court where her mama's gonna get wrapped up in that. I don't wish death on you, but I'm a that ass. They're already getting the ass whooped spiritually. But this, for some of these karmics, this had to happen for them to realize, like I said, that they have a mental illness, that they really need, like, not even mental illness, that they're a demon, that they're just reincarnated into flesh. Because they play and they act so well. They play the victim so well. They act so well. They lie. They're shapeshifters. They're being dealt with right now. Don't even bother. Just let the Most High deal with them. And the Most High is going to, everything that they try to build off your name, the Most High is going to snatch all that and put them in the negative. They're going to be owing. And we talked about this. A lot of these karmics, they're owing for playing with your energy, and they have nothing to pay with because they didn't have nothing to begin with. They're broke spiritually. They're broke financially. They have nothing to pay with. A lot of these karmics are going to have to pay by selling that ass to the devil, period. The devil's like, you wanted to use this person's name, which is like really like a ritual if you think about it. Like if you guys remember that movie, The Crucible, and at the end, Daniel Day-Lewis, he does all these different like historical movies. And in The Crucible, they were like doing witch hunts and shit like that. And then I guess something happened at the end where they were gonna hang him, and he was like, you know what? You guys are gonna hang me anyways, but he was like, you're gonna leave my name. He was like, you can do whatever the fuck you want, but leave me my name. Leave me my name. That's my spirit right there. Leave me my name. And that was hella crazy. I will never forget that. How he was like really going hard. He was like, nah, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You can accuse me of this. You can accuse me of that. You destroyed my farm and my family, but you're gonna leave me my name. Some of these karmics, because they put your name in literally a spell to try to manifest off of you and shit like that, they have to pay with their life. There is nothing else for them. They have no energy. They have nothing that they can give you back. Some of these people, the money that they will pay, it will be for defamation, right? Slander suits. Paying back your energy would be telling everyone that what they did and they lied, changing the narrative and the perspective. Some of these karmics, they will never do that. No. So they're gonna have to pay with their life. This is the sociopath's plight. They're realizing this. They're paying with their life. They're paying with their mental health. They're paying with their physical health. They're paying with suicide ideation. They're rotting from the inside out. They're going to pay with their life. And because they put that frequency out there of that they don't want to live anymore, shit like that, the Most High is going to do them their favor. Trifling, yeah. Never. That's why they play with your name. All the karmics that ever lied on me, play with my name, they did it behind my back. Because they didn't think I was going to find out. This is what I'm talking about. They're cowards. They operate in shadows because they're demons. Demons like to operate in the dark, where there's confusion and illusion. You see what I'm talking about? Where there's obscurity, where the truth is elusive, because the truth is the light. That's why they're doing that. Has any of your karmics ever lied to your face? No. They lie behind your back. And then when you confront them in front of other people, they either run away or they don't respond. Or they make up more lies. And that's why the Most High is going to bless you in front of all these karmics, and they're going to completely clear your name. And matter of fact, they're going to solidify your name in gold and elevate it. And you're going to be a cautionary tale. This is what happens when you play with people's name and you lie any type of way. This is what you get. Some of these karmics, they're scrambling. They feel they don't know what to do because your essence alone just dismantled the lie. You didn't even know what was being. You don't even know that some of these lies that these karmics were telling, it started and it stopped with them. The minute they said it, it was dismantled with them. Some of these karmics started so much shit with their mouth. They're getting blacklisted. They're getting exiled. They're getting told to leave. There was one. I had a dream, and this is crazy. You know that Pokemon Lick It Tongue with the big ass tongue that like rolls into like a fruit roll up? No, it rolls up into the You know those candies that we used to have, the gum roll, where it's like a you pull it. Lick It Tongue, the Pokemon. This karmic's tongue, it was like an ancestor's hand. I didn't see the ancestor. The ancestor's hand pulled this karmic's tongue out of her mouth. And then with like a machete, sliced and diced this karmic's tongue up and dropped it, and their whole tongue was like out of their mouth, and they were like running around like, I can't put my tongue back in their mouth. Some of these karmics are going to be looking just like that in front of hella people, permanently marked on their mouth, permanently. Don't talk to that person, don't tell them your business, don't invite them. Nah, because you saw what they did to that person, they're a liar. No, you see how they were being friends with that person, lying behind their back, they're a liar. You see how they try to get close to that person so they can lie on them, they're a liar. You see how that's their family member or whatever, and how they lie, don't go near them, don't invite them, don't bring them around, they just want attention. These karmics blacklisted themselves, and a lot of this is purposeful, because remember, we're going to be going into different type of spiritual warfare, so all the rats have to get exposed now. It's the purge. They're getting exposed now. They're getting put on Front Street so that everyone knows this is how they operate. They're snakes. So all of you guys who are dealing with this, I'm sending you so much love, Alexandria and everyone else. Don't worry about it. Let them lie. Let them lie. Let them play. Let them do whatever the fuck they want to do. Eventually, they're going to have to deal with it. Some of these karmics, they go do ayahuasca ceremonies and do shit like this and do stuff like that. And those are very dangerous. Why? Because if you're not in the right environment with the right people, and if you haven't done the proper clearing work, you can pick up a very strong entity attachment that will run you like a demon. And if you don't have a strong soul, that entity will want to feed off of other people's spirit in the form of either doing black magic, energy harvesting rituals, sex magic, or using other people's name to lie. Be careful. There's a lot of demons out here that are looking for energy and payment, and they're just using these karmics to do so. That's it. Just pull your energy back. Those who mind don't matter. Those who matter don't mind. The people who know you, they're going to see your true spirit shine through, and everyone else who decided to believe it, let them believe in the illusion. Eventually, it's going to just ricochet back into their consciousness, and they're going to be deluded. So, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, it's real. A lot of these karmics, they don't have nothing to pay with. They have nothing to pay with. They have nothing to absolutely pay with, and they're going to pay with their life. The Most High's like, it's going to be your life over there. So you wanted to lie. You wanted to use this person's name to do A, B, C, and D, to manifest da-da-da-da-da. This is going to be your plight. This is going to be your end. You're going to pass. Period. That's done for you. You guys, shit is real. That's why some of these karmics are getting caught up in stuff like that. One of my subbies, she took her Facebook and her social media down. But there was one of these females that she was talking about, and she had showed me. And this female was messy. She was an Aquarius, unfortunately. And she was going between different men that had gang beef. This was in Baltimore. You don't play that type of game out there. And she was going, it was Baltimore or New Jersey. It's one of those cities where it's just like, that's not the place where you want to play this type of game, right? Gang activity, shit like that. She was going between all these different men, lying, starting shit, setting them up. People were dying and getting killed. They gunned her ass down. They didn't give a single fuck. How long does this last? Just pull your energy back, y'all. It's a heavy time. Just pull your energy all the way back. Rest and meditate. When you meditate, you'll have more capacity to deal with it. Pull your energy all the way back. How are they meditating? They're not meditating. They're communing with the demon. Thank you so much for the super chat. They're communing with the demon that's running them. Do this and do that. Predict this disaster. That's going to happen. Lie about this, lie about that. They're being ran by demons and entities. Jesus said, do not think that I came to bring peace on earth. I did not come to bring peace, but a sword. Yes. Thank you. And that's why the archangels carry swords. A lot of these karmics, that's why I told you I saw in the dream, the ancestor pulled this karmic's tongue out of her mouth like Lick-It-Tongue, the Pokemon, sliced up her whole fucking tongue with different X's with the machete, and just let the tongue just go. It was still attached in her mouth though, but it was marked up with marks. That's what she did to herself spiritually. I'm sending you guys so much love. Don't let these karmics get to you. Fuck them. Fuck them. I'm telling you, they're suffering right now. They think that they're getting away with it. That, oh yeah, I lied and I'm this and this and that. They're suffering. Even if you think that they're not suffering, they're obviously suffering, because look what they have to do to get by. Look how they have to behave in life. There's something wrong with you if you have to do that to other people. That means that you're not happy. You're not fulfilled. A lot of these karmics are suicidal. They experience depression. They have addictions. Look how they run around with karmics. They're not happy. They're not fulfilled. They're just addicts. Birds of a feather flock together. People who are truly happy and authentic, they're repelled by these karmics. People who are truly happy and have good energy, they don't want to be around these karmics. They can smell the energy on them. That's satanic. So that's what I have you guys clear your energy out. I'm telling you, banish that shit, return it to sender. Let them go deal with that fuckery and let it implode their life. I'm telling you, a lot of these karmics, they're gonna have to pay for using your name. So wait, you thought they were just gonna use my name and that, what the fuck? Nah, you have to pay to use my name. Literally. A lot of y'all need to know that you have to pay to use your name. It's just like in the Harry Potter movie, the last one, when anytime that they will say Voldemort's name, see the Death Eaters will come. Think about this. Anytime these karmics say your name, change will come. You rang. You're using their name in good things. You're saying good things about them. Okay, yes, go ahead. We're gonna bless you too. Saying fuckery and bullshit. Okay, bitch. So we're gonna off with your head. Literally, you rang. You call. They called on you, and this is what we were talking about earlier with the spiritual warfare messages. Some of these karmics were trying to play with your energy. They called on an ancestor. Like I said, some of you guys are named after certain ancestors. These karmics called on them. Now these ancestors are whipping that ass, and they don't know what to do. I'm sending you guys so much love. Have a good night. Bye. You got this.